channel. This is your favorite tarot reader, Melanite Empress. How are you all doing today? Thanks for clicking on this video on today. I really miss you all so much. Shout out to my day ones and shout out to all my new subscribers here on this channel. And if you are going to subscribe on today, I could tell you how you can win a personal reading from me. All you need to do is subscribe, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. Okay, now if you ever want to book a private reading with me, all you have to do is reach out to me at melaniteempress@gmail.com, and then I could book you and then we could have your reading. Okay, so I'm really super excited today. I already did a spread for you here. It's going to be a general collective reading on today, and so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so we got the World card in the governess of pentacles here, and the reason why that is showing up is because it seems as though you have been doing the work within yourself, because in the past you have been through a lot of heartache and pain and setbacks and obstacles in your life, and now you're just with the World card seeking wholeness here, you know, because like I said, you had a lot of tribulations, but a lot of y'all will get the closure that you need, as well as, you know, the justice that you've been searching for because of the wrongdoing that people have been doing, you know, towards you in your life, that betrayed you, that they used you, you know what I'm saying? They lied to you. They acted as a snake, you know, in your life. They hid their true intentions towards you and really deceived you. So if you're not currently dealing with that person, perhaps you dealt with that type of person in the past, and you are going to get the justice, even though this came upon you creating a case or having a case, having to go to court or whatever, you definitely are going to win. You're going to get your justice and everything is going to balance out for you, okay? Because you have been doing a lot of things in regards to like healing first and foremost, you know, because of past traumas and pains and setbacks and people that use you and deceive you, and the people that was a snake and stuff. And because of the things that you've been through, you might thought that, you know, it was a bad thing, but Spirit used it to your advantage so that you'll be able to grow up spiritually. And with Yehuda the governor here, you definitely have been raising your frequency and working with Spirit. And because of that, your third eye is rising as well. And because of that, you even have a lot of more psychic abilities that are activated within yourself as well, because you've been spiritually guided by the governor, the Spirit, and you just been taking heed in regards to that, right? What's up, SSAMT? What's up, Morgan? Greetings, everybody here. How's everybody doing on today? Thanks for joining me, you know, and you definitely have been focusing on yourself in so many different type of ways in regards to your physicality, looking good, feeling good, your emotional state, your physical state, your financial state as well. With the governess of pentacles, you definitely will be financially independent and secure here, because a lot of y'all are working towards that when it comes to your work, when it 333 confirmation, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your business, when it comes to all of your endeavors here as well. And a lot of you all are now, since you have learned to like love yourself fully, you're really ready to open up your heart because you've cleansed it and you have healed it for someone else, such as perhaps the Emperor, if you are not already the Emperor or in this Emperor energy, whether you are male or female, right? And a lot of you all were perhaps immature in the past, or you dealt with a lot of immature people in the past, but definitely you are in this Emperor energy. You might be a parent or a father if you are a male here, you know. You are the person that is an authority as well, you know, very protective, but also there was a person, a male, or in this masculine energy that had power over you or tried to have power over you, right? Hi, Catherine, how are you? And they were very protective, and they were almost like a control freak, right? And had some type of authority over you. If you're not dealing with this person at this moment, it was definitely in the past. But a lot of y'all had broken free, you know, from this person because, you know, you had saw who they were finally, even though in the past they were definitely wearing a mask, right? So you really couldn't see their, true intentions and stuff. But because of what they had showed you and what you've been through in regards to them, using you and abusing you and being very deceptive, some of them are wearing a mask as well, and they really broke your heart. And it may have been more than one person, right? And you grieved and went through the healing process and everything in regards to that, even though some of you all may still have repressed emotions. And if you do, definitely continue to process those emotions through your mind, through your emotions, through your body, so that you could continue to move on. But if you're dealing with this person at this moment in time, with the rising in frequency, you definitely have the intuition, you definitely have the know-how in order to see what they're trying to hide from you if you don't see this person as the snake that they are, right? Because some of y'all are very psychic, some of y'all are very intuitive, and most of all, you're very protected because you have your angels around you at all times and you're guided, you have your guides, and of course, spirit is always around you. And with Tetron being in here, he's a destroyer, baby. And when he shows up, he definitely is here to destroy your enemies here, because you definitely had enemies, if not more than one enemy, right, from the past that you had dealt with before, or even in this moment in time that you still deal with, or they may be in your energy. But you never have to worry about that because you are protected, especially with Tetra being in here. He's a destroyer, so he's definitely going to destroy all of your enemies, so you definitely don't have anything to worry about. And then you have Shoshone here as well, the governess of the skies, keeper of the ethers. It says, shine your high beams, let me see you. Water power governess of the seas, let me hear you, empower me, hear my cry. So you definitely have, so many different type of spiritual team around you, helping you in every way, leading you and guiding you and never leaving you, even though you may have felt like you were alone on this journey, especially through all the hard times and the struggles and the heartbreak and pain that you have been through or whatever. They have always been here, and people may feel like, left behind and not helped at certain times, but we go through things for a reason, so that we will be able to grow, emotionally, spiritually, so that we will be able to learn lessons and stuff. And a lot of y'all have been through a lot of different type of experiences to learn lessons, and you definitely have. And if you haven't, Spirit is allowing you to know to definitely, make sure that you continue to, learn the lessons and stuff, so that you won't be able to or have to go through the same things again, right? It's really hard and tough and rough if we have to go through the same lessons again, and so we definitely don't want to. But if you felt like you have been done wrong, and in a lot of different type of ways or cases, you may have a court case, or even people around you that have been mistreating you, you definitely will get your justice once again. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be held accountable, and a lot of people already feel a lot of guilt and shame because of the way that they have treated you and everything. But because you have listened to your guidance and your intuition, you definitely have been led out of this situation and stuff, especially because you have started to be honest with yourself to see the reality or the situation for what it is, right? Because if you're in denial and everything, then you definitely are not able to help yourself in any way, shape, or form. But these people, because of their decisions towards you, they're definitely going to suffer a lot of repercussions and everything like that. But a lot of you are already whole and healed, and or will be, and you're definitely, because you love yourself first and foremost, you will definitely be able to attract, the love of your life with the Emperor, card, being in here, because you definitely are a star. You've been through this spiritual growth, this maturity, because of the things that you've been through. You know what I'm saying? You have this renewed faith, and it's almost like are figuring out like, yeah, this is my purpose. I'm walking in my purpose and stuff. Yeah, I am a star. Yeah, I am supposed to be seen. Yeah, I do shine. Yeah, I do vibrate on a higher frequency, because you're using your common sense, and you're kind of like in a more calm type of energy here. You definitely have renewed your faith, especially because of what you have been through in the past. You went through a lot of despair, right? But you don't have nothing to worry about, because you definitely are headed on the right way and on the right path. You're going to be financially stable. You're going to meet the person that you've been truly wanting to meet, if you haven't already, and you definitely will heal. And like I said before, get the justice that you want, because with the Two of Wands being in here, you definitely have been waiting and expecting the things that you have been working for, and the ideals and the dreams that you've been concentrating on here, you know. So that's why, you're going to get, not only what you want, but also, the choices in love you might be dating or juggling at this moment in time, because, there's going to be a lot of choice coming up for you right now when it comes to love. But a lot of y'all are taking your time and really setting out a plan, a step-by-step plan, not only for your life, but when you are ready, for this relationship or the relationship that you're getting to know at this moment in time, and you may feel like this is, or these are risk or whatever, but sometimes taking little steps at a time, it could be, like a small risk. We have RA, greetings. Thanks. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I don't usually wear red lipstick as often, but this is one of my new Mary Kay lipsticks, so I felt like I should, wear it with what I have on. And so the next one is the Two of Cups. If you're not already in an emotional, fulfilling relationship, or in love at this moment in time, you definitely will, like I said before, you will meet this emperor that is very stable, financially stable, emotionally stable, very mature. He might even, or she, have a business as well. But definitely, even if you're not connecting with that person at this moment in time, you or your person or both are dealing with karmic ties, and when it comes to the past, right? But there's definitely going to be a union of souls where you're going to have mutual understanding, emotionally fulfilling relationship as well. Because in the past, some of y'all had invested too much energy, time, and money with the wrong person, as we can see when it comes to this snake. This person that used you and abused you and deceived you. Even a person that you may still be with, that is probably wearing a mask, but because you have psychic abilities or very intuitive, you have an inclination that this person might not be the one for you, that they may be cheating, or they may be doing some underhanding type of things that they're not displaying at this moment in time. But you definitely have a lot of deep reflections, especially in the past, not only in regards to your life journeys, especially dealing with a lot of different type of relationships, because a lot of y'all have been broken or are broken at this moment in time, and trying to find a way to like heal and move on. But that's why, you will, make, the best decisions for yourself. And then we got the Governor of Pentacles, which reminds me, we also have the Governess of Pentacles, which is another indication that you're going to find a man or a woman that's going to be financially, stable. And when you guys get together, you may get together and work together in regards to a career, a job, or even build a business or whatever. But no matter what, financially stable is definitely in your future. And if don't already have a kid or a son, you definitely will with, the Governor and or the Governess of Pentacles, here, you will definitely be successful, financially successful, but also mentally and spiritually as well. I think that's most important at this moment in time, and something that you've been seeking, because you realize that, it's not all about materialistic thing. You know what I'm saying? And people may think that you're materialistic because you have a lot of money, or you look like you have a lot of money, but you're realizing that, being whole and emotionally, healed, mentally healed, physically perhaps healed, spiritually on the right track is what matters most, right? Hi, my name is Simram. Greetings, Simram. My apologies. And whatever happened in regards to a negative impact in your life, Spirit is helping you to transmute that energy and turn around for your good. And as you can see, in regards to financially success, of a beautiful, partnership, here, because a lot of you all are starting anew on this journey. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a new life. You are whole or working to be whole. You are changing, transmuting energies, going through a metamorphosis and stuff. And because of that, you are able to finally move forward from the snake from the past, or the person or people that you're dealing with, or just, also move to another geographical location, and a lot of y'all are thinking about, vacationing as well, spending time with your loved ones, your kids, your spouse, your friends, or even a coworker type of trip as well. And you may be going to, tropical island or around a beach, or, definitely something for the spring and or the summertime. And you're feeling good, about yourself, especially looking at the world card. You feel like you're finally free, and you're finally, whole, and you're finally, doing what you want to do, and you're finally leaving the past behind, because you don't owe anyone anything, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you feel like, now it's time to get away. Now it's time to take a trip, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's by yourself, and I think this is a beautiful thing. This is a really great move for you at this moment in time, especially you embarking on something new, trying new things, new places, moving, and just, starting a fresh new life as well. Okay. And then we have physical here, which looks as though that, again, you have been focusing on yourself, which I think is beautiful when it comes to your physicality. A lot of y'all are going to the gym and or just working out at home, eating right or better and everything, and just trying to be a better person, pushing through, your obstacles here as well. You're acknowledging yourself because, again, you had invested too much time, money, and energy on people, places, and things that didn't even matter, that they didn't see you as someone important and stuff. And that's one of the lessons that you have been learning as well, right? So make sure you all, when you are coming on in here, please do give me a thumbs up, share out the live. If you're not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe to the channel. When you do all that, you are entering in to win a personal mini reading from me, okay? Jack of endurance. So you definitely have learned endurance and stuff, and you decide you make the difference as well. You're being the voice that counts. You standing up for yourself. You have a lot of agility, as well. You know what I'm saying? Because again, not only are going to increase in your finances, but also there's some other doors, some other opportunities to success that are opening up for you at this moment in time. And they're always open. It's time for you to walk through them. And that's why this card is here. Have exactly what you want, exactly what you've been on, exactly what you deserve here at this time. There's a lot of opportunities in regards to building a business, new employment, perhaps getting a raise or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're very optimistic, even more so at this time. And that definitely is helping. You have a higher self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Your confidence have leveled up as well. And that's why, you're also being more brave to walk in these doors of opportunity. Not only one, it says doors, plural. So it's going to be more than one, opportunity that you are going to be able to walk in. So you definitely, if you have been feeling in doubt or down, you definitely have some really great opportunities coming up for you. That is good. That is right. That's going to allow you to win and feel better and really feel like, man, I really did get what I want. I really did get my justice, my due justice this time. A lot of y'all are perhaps in a hermit mode or by yourself or even single, and maybe you at a time where you are in a hermit mode because you needed to rejuvenate yourself and recuperate and just rethink some things and really feel like you have been in your own sanctuary here. Once you are finished with that, I am getting being in the cocoon, because a lot of y'all are in the cocoon process. I am getting, Spirit is let me know. But once you finish with that and the fire is just burning off the things that no longer serve you within yourself, within your soul, within your psyche. You definitely are going to be released from that isolation and just be able to live the life that you're supposed to live, because a lot of y'all are realizing your purpose. You're actually like walking in your purpose, right, Charles? Greetings, right? Gratitude, which is a really great thing. You know, you got this high vibrational energy. Your aura is this light yellow or golden aura, because a lot of you all may be the golden child. You may be the chosen one or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you know, no matter what you go through, you always going to have victory. You always going to win, you know, and you always have to know it's a good thing, because you're getting ready almost like for this battle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always a spiritual battle going on, whether we know it or see it or not, right? Because it's spiritual, but you're being trained, you know, to be better, to be stronger, to be victorious, to be able to walk in your purpose fully. You know what I'm saying? Without hesitation, with all the tools that you could ever need, right? Greetings, Curtis. How are you all doing? Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Just go to the right hand corner to the 3 dotted lines and click on that thumbs up. Make sure you follow if you're not a subscriber yet, and if you resonated with it, definitely tap on the screen and let me know in the comments box below. And then you got the governess of wands here. You know, you've learned to have respect for yourself and honor yourself, you know what I'm saying, and put yourself first and absolutely love yourself as well, because you're being more bold, you know what I'm saying? Even though if you're introverted or not, you know, you definitely are being a more of a social butterfly, you know what I'm saying? Because you're pursuing your passionate endeavors at this moment in time as well. You may even have fire in your chart, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as well, or just in this energy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all will be on TV, you will be speaking in the microphone. A lot of you guys are influencers, definitely leaders. You know, spirit is building you up for, you know, at this moment in time as well, you know, because you're just like this powerful force that people cannot even reckon with at this moment in time, you know. And it seems as though that you're very creative. You may be a painter, you know, as well. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely have creative visions, right, Curtis? You're a Sagittarius. That's what I'm talking about. Hi, Feather. How are you doing on today? All right, so we're going to get to some last messages here. The governance of cups, unconditional love, right? This is something I was talking about in the beginning in regards to love. And a lot of y'all are seeking love outside of yourself, but the real true love is within yourself, like everything else is, right? You have to learn to love yourself first and foremost in the every way possible of what that means, and you have to, you know, put actionable steps in it, which a lot of you all are doing, you know, and you're honoring yourself again, you're being honest with yourself, you know, because a lot of times we are in denial and we lie to ourselves, just like we allow other people to lie and to deceive us, right? And in the past, you felt unfocused and overwhelmed, and you rationalize a lot as well because of the distractions of people, places, and things, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're filled with spirit. You are spirit. You are divine. You are great. You are psychic. You are intuitive. You know, you are this star from the cosmos. You're everything. You're everything. So you have everything and nothing but every excuse to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever allow anybody to show you anything less or different, right? I could feel the shift. Yeah. Gratitude, Curtis, for the confirmation that this is resonating with. There's a lot of shifts, and that's something I think I was wanting to talk about, you know, but I'll get there a little bit later. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things that are happening, you know what I'm saying? The headlines in the news in regards to, you know, Diddy and Casey and Kim Porter and Trump and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to get to those videos as well, even though don't really like, you know, doing readings about celebrities and all that kind of stuff, because their energy is just so icky and dark. But I'm going to be led to in order for us to see the truth, so that we'll be able to go beyond the veil to be able to get the truth of it all, because a lot of truths are not coming up on the surface and they're not talking about it, and I want to be able to talk about it here on this channel. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure you guys follow me, but click on the all bell so that you don't forget the notifications. And that's why I'm sometimes hesitant, you know, to post on my community, because like a lot of people don't get the notifications and I don't get a lot of tractions. But make sure you do that so that you be able to get the notifications, and make sure you interact with the channel as well, because we're definitely trying to grow here, and we've been growing here for almost like 3 years. But I definitely want to get to like the 10,000 subscriber marks and the hundreds of thousands of views, and I can only do it with you all interacting on my channel. So I show you all so much love and gratitude. So last but not least, we have need direction, misguided. So a lot of y'all need direction. You may feel misguided, or you may not know which way to go, or you know, a lot of things that you're confused about in your life, or this may be a feeling that you have felt in the past. But again, Spirit wants you to focus on yourself like you are doing, and start loving yourself, because once you do that, then everything in your reality will definitely change, as we can see, you know, right before right before your eyes, you know, whether you know it or not. Okay, because again, you have all your spiritual team here. Shoshone, Levianite. Levianite is your legs. It says Levianite, gratitude for guiding my steps as you are my feet. Let me walk lightly as I walk through anything with feet of brass. I honor you and give you reverence. And that's why you have been able to go through the things that you have been through, because you had your angels, you had your guides, of course, Spirit around you, helping you, leading you, and guiding you through all the hard times. You know, even if you didn't see anything, you remember the footprint, a poem, right? Where we felt like, you might felt like, you know, nobody was around or anything like that, helping you. God was, you know, nowhere to be found or felt, but because God was holding you, right? Spirit was holding you. Levianite was there guiding you, right? Because now, like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune being in here, with the Justice card being in here, you get what you want. You finally are able to win anything that you have gone through that you thought it was a misfortune. Spirit is turning around again, almost like turning the clock backwards, so that you'll be able to get your fortune here. You know what I'm saying? So that you'll be able to get another chance, so that you'll be able, again, confirmation, more opportunities to be able to come towards you, which it is at this moment in time. So make sure that you are open energetically for all that Spirit has for you at this moment in time. Make sure you are cleansing out your energy, forgiving the past and people and stuff, and just walking through to focus on your purpose as well. Okay, so hopefully you resonated with it. If you didn't, you got here a little bit late, make sure you just go back into the beginning and watch the video, you know, again, so that you'll be able to get the whole reading here. I appreciate y'all so much for joining me. You know, shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers here. And until next time, make sure you all stay tuned. Love and light. Okay.